The Day Human Turned into Animals. Mizo Origin Story. Episode 1. The Mizo people have an origin story older than the Bible, and it starts with one man who ate the moon. Long, long ago, before anyone could remember, there was one god. Her name was Kwazingnu. She created the earth. To keep it wet and the air cool, she made every kind of green plant. She opened windows in the sky and gently poured water to wet the soil and plants. Then she made humans and every kind of animal to eat those plants and fruits. Back then, there was no evil on earth. Every living thing could talk to each other. Humans and animals understood each other. The Hindus even talk about this time. They call it Satya Juk, the age of truth. Hauhul was from the Pawi tribe. He was the most respected. His people even built a village in Sialsuk. One night after dinner, the chief went to sleep. It was a full moon night, bright and beautiful. Men were at the doorway. Kids, girls, and boys were playing outside in the moonlight. Everyone was so happy. But then, the moonlight started to dim, right in front of their eyes. The moon disappeared. They panicked. They made every possible noise. A little while later, the moon came back, full and bright again. They were so happy they screamed. The noise woke up the sleeping chief. "What's going on? Why is the whole village making noise?" The elders said, "We were enjoying the moonlight. Then it went dark. We made noise, and now it's back. We got so excited we woke you." The chief said, "Wait. I thought I was dreaming. I dreamed I swallowed the moon. I heard loud bung-bung sounds and got scared, so I spat it back out. My mouth corners hurt so bad." They looked at him, and his mouth corners were bleeding. That's when they realized he really did swallow the moon. Not long after, the chief died. He went to heaven and turned into Abuk, the python, and from then on, he kept swallowing the sun and moon. One time, he swallowed them longer than ever. He started in the late morning, swallowed all day, and night came and trapped them. Nobody could see each other. Whenever someone moved, they bumped into each other. No one could work. Everything was chaos. Then suddenly, the great transformation happened. People turned into animals. The cheerful young men and women turned into koro birds and bazar birds. People carrying torches from the jungle turned into Dumde and Taume Cherchi birds. The Changtu clan turned into monkeys. Wrestlers turned into bears. The Vangche clan turned into Sah, the deer. Paite and Vuite became Chepa and the Hle, squirrels. Ralte became Chep-Chep birds. Chiefs and elders in meeting turned into Vakul birds. Warriors with patterned clothes turned into tigers. All humans and their pets turned into wild animals and birds. This was the Thimsing, the Great Darkness. Kwazingnu was heartbroken. To save what was left, she put pairs of every human clan and animal into a deep cave and covered it with a giant stone. That cave was called Chinlung. So that's why there's an eclipse, and that's why we have so many animals. All because one chief swallowed the moon. Comment Thimsing if this blew your mind. After many, many years passed, Kwazingnu, the creator god, decided to check on humans. They must have multiplied enough by now, she thought. So she opened Chinlung Cave just a little. Boom. Humans poured out like ants from a hill. They came out in waves. First came the Ralte tribe. They were so loud and proud. "We are Ralte. We are the best. We can clear any field in 1 year." They were so noisy, God got scared. "That's enough. They're too many," she said, and she closed the cave again. Time passed. Humans grew fast. Animals grew fast. And something new happened. Humans and spirits started having children together, and one of those children was special. He was handsome, strong, smart, and rich. His name was Thlan Rokpa. The Pait people called him Dapa. He was the first man to raise cattle in human history. He was so wealthy, the people made him their king. When he became king, he wanted to marry the daughter of Sabareka. a powerful god. Sabareka agreed, but he asked for a huge bride price. "Give me Laipwai and Thlanvang drums." They paid it happily, and even today when thunder roars, "Vak, vak," we say that's Puvana's gun. When the sky rumbles, "Dur, dur," we say that's Puvana dragging his drum. Thlanrakpa had everything. He could control anything. People feared him and loved him. So he decided to do something huge. A Kwangchawi, a royal funeral feast. He invited every living thing. Humans, animals, spirits. But he forgot one person. His father-in-law, Sabareka. Sabareka was furious. The night before the sacrifice, he sent a massive storm. Rain. For 7 days and 7 nights. The whole village turned to mud. They couldn't even dig a hole for the Salufan post. Far away was a river called Tui Nangriam. On the other side was good soil. But anyone who touched that river went crazy and died. The king called a meeting. Who can carry soil from across that river? 2 young heroes stepped up. Fivok, the frog, and Saram, the crab. "We'll do it for our king." They jumped in, swam across, and guess what? The river didn't make them crazy. "We're fine. We can carry as much as you want." The termites said, "If you bring the soil, we'll eat and shape it." And Chura, the rat, said, "I'll help beat it flat." So they had a 1-month community work. Frogs and crabs carried soil. Everyone else built houses. And for the first time, they built houses with raised floors. Before that, all Mizo houses had dirt floors. This was the beginning of the raised bamboo floor. When it was done, the rain couldn't flood their homes anymore. So the next time it rains hard, remember it was Sabareka who was angry. And the next time you stand on a bamboo floor, thank a frog and a crab. Finally, the Kwangchawi began. Frogs and crabs carried the soil. Termites chewed and piled it. Rat flattened it. And right in the middle, they planted the Salufan post. Big jars of Hrandin rice beer were lined up everywhere. But 2 guests had a problem. Sadai, the wasp, and Chimbuk. The bee said, "We can't dance in the hot sun. We'll get burned." So they prayed to Kwazingnu, the creator, and she made the sun go dim. No rain, just cool, cloudy weather. Perfect for dancing. Now the funniest part happened. A pig pooped, and a chicken stepped in it. Then Zurai, the sunbird, pinned a flower on his chest. "Wow, so beautiful," everyone said. Then Buipwai, the beetle, tried it too. He stuck a flower on his pillow and said, "Look at mine." "Where's the flower?" they asked. "On my pillow," he said. But it didn't look good at all, so they laughed and named him Buipwai, who pins flowers but doesn't know how to look good. And they even made a song about him. Buipwai got so mad. He was the drummer, so he took the sacred drum and jumped inside it. He refused to come out. They begged. They poured water in. He peeked out a little. So they sent Hen to get him. She stood at the drum's edge and yelled, "Come out with your little drum!" Then she kicked it. The drum hit the hen, and her knees bent backwards. And that's why, even today, a chicken's knees bend backwards. Meanwhile, Laking, the lizard, and Utalk, the gecko, were flirting. "Your skin is so smooth and cool," said Lizard. Gecko got mad and slapped her arm. "Stop being so flirty!" Smack. Even the tiny ants were busy carrying little pieces of meat. Every living thing was happy. They danced all night. Everyone's happy together. Gecko tried to drink beer too, but he didn't know how. He just climbed the cup and fell in. So they made a new way to drink. Don Con, drinking from the side. And we still use it today. Next morning, they danced again in the king's courtyard. They joined hands and circled. The drummer beat, dap, dap, dap. Then a Ralte man stood up. "Wait, before we dance, let me pray to the gods." And he sang the oldest Mizo prayer. "Lord of the forest and Lord of the water, open the morning light as we reach our prime. With beer cups full, both your love and my love, Join us together." After that prayer, Savanglal and Thinlal, the forest god and water god, joined them, and they danced like crazy. Their only song was Savanglal and Thinlal, serve Thlan Rakpa, bless us with abundance. Pig poop made chicken famous, beetle pinned a flower, danced dirty in the pig poop. The party was going wild. Even the sun got curious and peeked down to watch, but it was too hot. The wasps were working hard cutting meat, and the bees couldn't handle the sunlight. They got tired and dizzy. Meanwhile, Zuri, the sunbird, was drinking beer nonstop. Chimbuk, the bee, was waiting next to him trying to get a drink too. As Zurai poured his drink, he laughed. "Look at Buki, drinking until her belly is full." Chimbuk got so offended. She chased him. And even today, sunbirds and bees hate each other. That's where we get the phrase, Chimbuk Sakam, bees' anger. The honeybee was so upset with both bees and wasps that he swore to never look at the sun again. Before they started dancing, the Ralta man said, "Wait, don't start yet. Let me pray to God again." He prayed, "Lord of the forest, searching for a village, Lord of the water, searching for a village, may nothing be left unfinished." That was the first time anyone ever said a prayer before dancing. The Che dance began. Everyone ate until they were full. Then a piety man came late. "I don't care if I'm late, I just want some broth." He grumbled and went to sleep under a guava tree at the village gate. When he woke up, he tried to pull out a kalkar root. He pulled so hard from the guava tree that the tree bent sideways and the root popped out. And that's why guava trees are still bent today, and why kalkar roots stick out of the ground. In the afternoon, they did something new. Sports. Their first competition? Rope climbing. A 20-meter rope. Top 3 get prizes. They called the dog, "Bow Bow, can you climb?" "Nope, I can't," and he left. They called the goat, "BB, can you climb?" "No way," and he left too. They called the pig, "Oink, oink." He looked up, grunted, "Ngook, ngook," and ran into a hole. They called the cat, "Meow, meow, you can climb well." And the cat climbed it perfectly. Thlan Rakpa saw her and said, "Wow, she climbs so well. From now on, you will be called Zaute, the cat." Then came Dele, the squirrel. He ran up super fast, showing off. Then for no reason, he ran back down. That one is special. You will be called Dele. This Kwang Chawi was when all animals got their permanent names. For first place, they chose Dele. His prize? The right to eat fruit and store food forever. For second place, only Cat showed up. Her prize? The right to eat mice and nap in the sun and bury her poop in dirt when sick. Third place? No one dared to try, so no winner. And that's how it ended. After the rope climbing, they started event number 2, the high jump. The challenge? Jump over a giant water snake. Rulpui. There was no prize. They just did it for fun. This giant snake was guarded by Satel, the mongoose. He was a hired bodyguard. In return, Rulpui would bring him scraps like bones and tubers. While Satel was away, the animals started jumping. Satel came back carrying bones. "Who's that skinny guy coming? He's got meat inside him. From now on, you will be called Satel." Then he saw them jumping over his snake. He got mad. "Tella, you jump too," they yelled at the monkey. "I can't. I really can't jump," Tella said. Then Saki. The deer showed off. She stood on her back legs and did a perfect backwards jump. "See, Tella? It's easy. Just do it like this." "Fine. For the sake of the group," Tella said. He stood on his back legs and jumped and landed right on the snake's back and broke it. Rulpui was going to be furious. Tella panicked and ran for his life. As he ran, he bumped into Sake, the tiger. "Tella, what are you scared of?" And Tella sang him a song. Rulpui's child is watching. Tella was jumping around. Tella jump, jump. He was trying to break the head. Tella didn't want to, But he tried to jump. He made him fall for real. Rulpui will come back to bite. I'm scared, so I'm running. Right then, they heard a loud rumble behind them. What is that? Asked Tiger. That's my enemy, Tella said. I'm scared. I'm running. Tiger said, I can't protect you. So Tella ran again. He ran to Mura's, the bird's nest on a bamboo tree. Mura flew out, and they talked. She hid him under one wing and flew him up to her nest. Rulpui followed Tella's tracks, all the way to the bamboo tree. He called up to Mura. Are you hiding, Satel? His tracks end right here. No way, said Mura. Then spread your other wing, said Rulpui. She spread one wing. Spread the other one. It hurts. I can't, she said. Rulpui was so angry. He called all creatures from the underworld, and he declared war. And that's how the war between snakes and land animals began.